Hi, Rodrigo. How are you?
Miss,
Hello.
I'm fine.
Glad to hear that, Rodrigo. Okay, guys, we are going to start with today's class. We have two topics today, which are very similar but very different at the same time. So we're going to see the first part. I'm going to explain a little bit, and then we're going to work on an exercise. Okay. And after we're done with that, we're going to see another topic and see the difference between this one. Okay. So take a look to this picture. You're going to recognize many of these words. Can you read them, please? And try to see if you know the meaning of all of them. Maybe Fabiana and Rodrigo, please turn your cameras on. Fabiana, let's read the first part on the left. And Rodrigo, will you read the second one on the right, please? Okay, Fabiana, I'm not sure if you're talking. I don't think we can hear you. All right, it's fine. Maybe she's having some internet problems. Can you hear us, Fabiana?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, great.
Okay. Fantastic, red, light blue, young, cool, big, wonderful, rectangular, simple, and modern.
Great. It's rectangular. No, it's you. Rectangular.
Rectangular. Sorry.
Excellent. Okay, next one, Rodrigo, please. On the right.
Relaxing, wooden, white, gray, beautiful, happy, small, round, black, satisfier.
All right. So all of these words are adjectives. Does anyone know what is an adjective? Can you try to describe in your own words? What's an adjective?
Maybe teacher is a thing that describe something, sorry.
All right, yes, right. So these are words that help us to describe something. In this case, there are many different adjectives, right? So we're going to concentrate in not how many types are there. However, we are going to concentrate the form. How do we use it? Okay, so when do we use adjectives? We use it to describe a person or a thing. So think about anything. You can think about, I don't know, a situation or experience that could be maybe relaxing or satisfied or wonderful. Imagine that you are describing a person. A person could be young, could be happy, no? Imagine you're describing a thing. Maybe it could be a dog. A dog could be small, right? Or maybe big. Imagine you're describing a ball. A ball could be red, could be or black, round, etc. So many of these words help us to describe either a person or a thing. So let's see, could you read this example, please, Rodrigo?
Mr. Smith was a tall teacher.
Okay, is tough. Let me write it on the chat. Tough. Now remember, T is strong. Tough. Sorry, it will be like that, tough. Like right? Repeat, please. Rodrigo, repeat it, please. Tough.
Tough.
One more time. Tough is tough.
Tough.
All right. So Fabiana, could you read the second one, please?
Yes, teacher. Her class was difficult, but it was good.
Excellent. So in both examples, we have adjectives that help us to describe either a thing, well, a person, which is a teacher, or a thing, which is a class, right? They're describing the class difficult, the teacher was tough. Next. Adjectives can go before the noun. A teacher is a noun, right? The noun could be a thing or it could be a person. And adjectives can also go after the verb be or after non-action verbs, such as look or see. Could you read these examples, Fabiana, please?
Yes, teacher. The charges are serious.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't look good.
All right, great. So for instance, here we have the verb be. For instance, the adjective goes before, well, after the verb be, and just after non-action verbs such as look. Look is a non-action verb because it doesn't imply an action itself, no? So this is an adjective, this is a noun. Serious, good, tough, these are adjectives, help us to describe things or people, right? So now what we're going to do, let's see, okay. What you're going to do, guys, it's to work on a doc. So I'm going to share the link for this document. And like I mentioned before, there are many different type of adjectives, many. Like some people said there are 12, some of them say 9, some of them say 6. They're just categories, right? Okay. So please go to the link that I just shared and join me on this doc and let's review the instructions. Rodrigo, could you read this, please?
Review the video about adjectives to describe people and find out what adjectives best describe you.
Yes, it's describe. Describe. All right. So in the video that you're going to watch, you're going to see 5 different categories. The first one, it's going to talk about personality adjectives, anything related with a personality. The second one with a style. The third one, nationality and ethnical background. The fourth one, physical appearance. And the fifth one, characteristics and traits adjectives. So you're going to watch the video, which is this one. You click on this and you're going to get here. This is a 20-minute video. However, the only thing that you're going to pay attention to, it's adjectives that best describe you. So whatever adjective you find about yourself, let me put it on mute. You're going to use it to describe yourself in the doc that I just shared. So for instance, if you're in the first category, and we're going to put it faster, right? So you can. Okay, for instance. So when you're first describing the first category and you find a word, for instance, that describe you, you take a look, you copy, and then for instance, let's say casual. And you're gonna go to the doc and then you're going to describe yourself. So for instance, maybe Fabiana will be first. And then Rodrigo, you write your name here. You're going to describe yourself. So for instance, if you're describing things about your personality, you can try to describe in your own words about yourself. So you can say something like, oh, I am a, whatever you find. No, whatever adjective you find, you can complete it. Right? So that's why you need to watch the video. Maybe you can say nice. You can say I am a, I'm just making something up. I am a nice person. a good student, or whatever you find. No? So this is the adjective, right? This is another adjective. But there are 5 different categories, at least in this video. Like I mentioned before, some people said there are 12. But you're going to check all the adjectives that best describe you, and you're going to use them to describe yourself, not like I mentioned here, right? So you have to describe each of the categories. Personality, adjectives, then you can write well down below about your style, about your nationality, your physical appearance, and your characteristic traits and adjectives. All right, try to use as many adjectives as you can to describe yourself. All right, any questions? No? Okay, it's quite easy, right? You just go and watch the video, and whatever you find that something helps you to describe yourself, you use it. If you might find some word that you think it describe you, but maybe you're not totally sure, you can go and look for the meaning, no? If you're not sure. Okay, so please well, you guys, you to go to the doc and start working. Just write your name and then start describing yourself. All right. Maybe you can organize each of the categories, maybe writing one, and then you describe anything about this first category, no, then 2, etc. All right. So let's start working, guys. If you have any questions, I'm here. We're going to work on this maybe around, I don't know, 8-10 minutes, and then we're going to review your description. All right, let's start, guys. Okay, guys, great job. Now let's share what you write. And let's take a look. Maybe we can start with Fabiana. Let's turn our cameras on, guys. And let's review. Max. Fabiana, are you ready? All right. Whenever you're ready.
Teacher, maybe it is for people because I mentioned uh, subjectives that in number one.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you very good. What do you mean?
Sorry, teacher. I say that I am finished because I mentioned some adjectives in number one that I can put in number five.
Oh, okay. That's fine. No worries. Just read what you have. It's fine. No worries. Could you hear me, Fabiana?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, let's read it.
Okay. One, in my opinion, I am friendly and funny. I like to make new friends and talk with them. In my relationships, I am loyal and a good friend. I consider that I am brave, creative, and respectful. Two, some days I am casual and other days I am classy, chic, or cute. I love to wear dresses and beautiful coats. Three, I am a Latin person. I am not religious, but I believe strongly in God. I am a person of color because my skin is cinnamon colored. And four, talking about my appearance, I am short and slim. And I am thick because I have a lot of hair.
Oh, well, when you say thick, what do you mean?
In the
Like your hair
description
is
in the
thick or-
video, say that the person thick is a person that have a lot of hair.
Oh, not exactly. Maybe they were talking about hair, but thick it's the opposite of slim. Someone is slim is someone skinny, and thick you're a little bit chubby. And you can say maybe your hair is thick. No, it means like it's thick, no, grueso. However, when you talk about thick to describe yourself, you're saying like you're thick, like you're not fat, but you're thick. I don't know if you understand.
Okay.
Okay. And remember, we always use contractions. Not always contractions. Otherwise, it's a little bit too formal. Right. Okay, so that's the only mistake that I've recognized. Okay. Rodrigo, could you continue, please?
Okay. About my personal description,
Yes.
I am a hardworking person because I like to be in many activities. I work hard. And I consider myself a generous person with the other one. I'm a quiet and serious person, so I don't know. I don't not like attract attention. Um, I am honest, so I hate the lies of the people.
Mhm.
Um, my style is simple and casual, and I am timeless. I don't know like to follow the tendency.
I
Uh,
don't understand when you say timeless. Like,
uh, timeless about the video is a person who mm, um, it doesn't the
doesn't follow
doesn't follow the mode.
uh, trends. Trends. Trends are the things that are no that are popular. Maybe
Okay.
that's trend. Mhm.
Yes, more or less that.
Right.
um, so about my nationality, I am Latin. I was born in Bolivia, and I am really religious because I believe in good
God.
and God.
God.
Yes.
Yes. Not good. God.
So my mm, um, mm, my physical and my physique. I
Your
am a short person because I don't know because I consider myself in the average, so I don't know how to explain that.
yeah, you can say average. I have an average weight, or I have an average height, or I don't know. Like average is usually, like nothing too extreme, not too skinny, not too fat, not too short.
Yes, yes, it's um, in the height and the what? I don't
Yes,
know.
uh, height
Height and
and
weight.
weight.
Yes.
All right, and
Yes.
then remember the contraction. No?
Okay.
Okay, the
And
last part. Can you read the
uh,
last part or explain the last part?
okay. I consider myself a person loyal, successful, and cautious.
All right, cautious. Okay, great job, guys. So, obviously, it's better if you find words to describe yourself. You've seen there are many you've seen there might be vocabulary of that. We are going to continue learning about that, no? To introduce the next topic, sorry, I'm going to turn my camera for a moment. It's a little bit slow. Let's play this game. Please go to Kahoot. We're going to see a game to introduce the next topic, okay? So go to kahoot.it, please. And well, thank you very much, by the way, for sharing. It was very good. There weren't really any mistakes, just the contractions mostly. Okay, so you will get the code in a moment. Any questions maybe related with adjectives? Okay, so Fabiana, if you're there, please join us in Kahoot. All right, guys, this is the code. You have it on the chat. All right, guys, remember, go to Kahoot.it and you have to put the code that you choose.
I cannot. The code is incorrect. Wrong.
One? Try one.
The code is incorrect.
It says it's incorrect. What about you,
Yeah.
Fabian? Do you have the same?
I am turning off my cell phone. Sorry, I don't know.
Oh. Let me refresh it, maybe. That may help. Let's try one more time. Okay, new code. Okay, now it should work. All right, Diana, I'm going to wait for you a little bit. Okay, I don't think I see you yet. All right, it's fine. Let's wait. Okay. All right, nothing.
Sorry, teacher, my internet very slow.
It's not working from your cell phone.
Yes, I am trying with my cell phone and with my computer, but
Okay. It's not working. Okay, let's wait one more minute. If it doesn't work, maybe you can help me. Great job. Okay, now let's start, guys. It's easy, just recognize the sentences, okay? Now the game will froze. All right, let's see. First question. Okay. What can we put in the space? Look carefully, 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 care before you cross the street. Fast, guys. 3, 2, 1. No one? Could you see the screen?
Yes, but I lost the time.
Okay, that's fine. It's quite fast because it's quite easy. Just take a look. Let's see next one. All right. Close the door quietly. The baby is sleeping. Is this sentence correct or incorrect? If it's correct, true. If it's incorrect, false. It's correct. No, especially this word, it's correct. Next one. Oh, I'm really sorry, so sorry, terribly sorry, terrible sorry. Which one is correct? All right, terribly. I am terribly sorry. Very good. Why is that walking around nervously? Nervously. All right, see the next. It's fine if you're making mistakes. That's how we learn. Number 5, that driver is looking at you angrily, hungry, angry. Angry, yes. All right. Let's see what's going on, Rodrigo. Yes, Jorge, but I know you can answer it correctly. Is this sentence, especially this word, correct or incorrect? Correct, true, incorrect, false. False. No, that's not how we write correctly. It has a Y at the end, no? Next one. With this knife, you can work more easily. All right. A Y, right? Next. Great. This job is reality, really interesting. All right, great. It's really interesting. Number 9, Alma, come quick, quiet, quickly, quietly. There is a spider. There is an spider in the wall. Quickly, yes, great job. And finally, she plays the violin beautifully. Is this sentence correct or incorrect? It was correct, I believe, yes. All right, guys. So after that exercise, I'm going to explain a little bit of things. Wait a second. And values first. All right. Let me share the presentation. Screen. So let's remember just the form of the adjectives. Okay. So the adjectives is the topic that we've seen before, right? They go before the noun, right? Remember, this is the noun. It could be a thing or a person. It goes before, not tough teacher. Or sometimes before, after the verb be, after the verb be, or after non-action verb, such as look or see, no? Are serious or look good, right? But adjectives, what are adjectives? Adjectives help us to describe a person or a thing, right? That's the main use of adjectives, to describe. either a person or a thing. What happens with adverbs? If I'm not wrong, we've seen some adverbs before. I'm not totally sure, but we might. So adverbs are words that help us to describe an action. So there are many, well, not always an action, no, but they help us to describe or change the meaning of a verb. So we don't concentrate on the noun or a thing. So we concentrate on the action. As you can see, we have many different types of adverbs, adverbs of time, and let's see. Well, I'm going to repeat them all, and then we're going to just repeat the ones that we're going to see today, all right? Adverb of time that is related with the time, obviously, no, tomorrow, yesterday. Adverbs of place, everywhere, there, etc. No, we're talking about a location, maybe. Adverb of, I'm going to jump the one we're going to see today, okay? Of degree, like utmost, completely. No, we're talking about if something it's maybe halfway, fully, partially. That's of the degree. Frequency, not every day, every week, every month, every year. Etc. Comment, not luckily, happily, etc. Unfortunately, that's to make just comments, not to complete maybe a conversation. Of conjunction, it's related with maybe connectors or linking words. No? However, moreover, otherwise, this type of words. No? And perhaps. Adverbs of confirmation and negation, certainly, something positive, not definitely, absolutely, or maybe negation, never, that kind of words. Okay, so we're going to concentrate on adverbs of manner. Could you, Rodrigo, read the first sentence and Fabiana the second, please?
He quietly,
Excellent, yes.
He quietly slipped away.
Excellent. All right. Fabiana, the second one, please.
Teacher, I read the adverb of place. I can hear you, sorry.
Oh, I want you to read this sentence. I'm writing it on the chat. The second one, she works fast. Can you hear me now? No, I don't think she might be having some internet problems. All right. So hopefully you can listen now. I'm not sure, Fabiana, let us know, please. But adverbs of manner have something in common, but they have some exceptions. What do you see at the end of each word that they have in common, Rodrigo? Honestly, joyfully, cunningly, quietly. What do they have in common at the end of the word?
Sorry, again, teacher, I cannot understand you.
Yeah. The words honestly, joyfully, cunningly, quietly, they have something in common. In the last part of the word, what would you say it is?
Okay, the letter L and Y.
Yes, thank you very much. As Fabian already mentioned, right? So, however, there are some exceptions, such as fast, no? Most of the words are going to have that ending, but not all of them. There are some exceptions. Okay, let's see a little bit more about adverbs and how do we use them? How do we form them? All right, so when do we use adverbs? To describe an action, like I mentioned before. Adjectives, I'm going to write on the chat, okay? Adjectives, concentrate on people and things, right? Because they want to describe them. However, adverbs are going to describe the action. that means the verb, right? And sometimes they change the verb, sometimes. So let's see adverbs of manner, like I mentioned before. So these adverbs, especially they describe how something is done, all right? So, well, Fabiana, could you read the second sentence with Rodrigo? I'm not sure if you fixed your internet problem.
Teacher, I can see the screen, maybe for my internet.
Yeah, maybe for that. Rodrigo, can you see the screen?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, it's the internet, Fabiana, so sorry.
Don't
Okay, it's fine. Rodrigo, could you read the first sentence, please?
Okay. I speak French fluently.
All right, I cannot hear the last word, but it's fluently, right? I can speak French fluently. All right. And Fabiana, sure. Okay, I'll read it. Don't judge me so quietly. So it's the same type of word that help us to describe an action, right? What are they describing? The action about speaking or judging something, no? And they are describing a little bit how it's done. So I speak French. The sentence could end there, right? Or maybe don't judge me. That's all, right? You don't need to add anything else to understand the sentence, right? I can say maybe I speak Quechua. No? But if I want to describe that action about myself, which is speaking Quechua, I can add an adverb to be a little bit more specific. So I speak Quechua fluently, no? So this adverb is helping me to describe, no, how do I speak Quechua? No, fluently means like that you're good at it, no? That you maybe hold a conversation, maybe you can talk with someone in Quechua, basically, no? In the second example, we have don't judge me, no? That it could be something that we say to someone, right? Don't judge me. But I'm describing this action with this word. Don't judge me so quickly. No, I'm telling you, well, don't judge me. Don't judge me so quickly. So this word is helping me to describe what I'm expressing, what I'm talking. No? So that's the use of adverbs. They describe, they help us to describe. However, they doesn't describe either people or things. They describe the actions. All right. So that's the main difference. And these adverbs of manner, which we're going to see today, usually, not always, usually means like most of the time, go after the verb, but it's not a rule. Could you read this?
Nick plays soccer well.
All right, yes. Where is the verb in this sentence, Rodrigo?
Play.
Mm-hmm. It's just a simple tense. No, that's why we add the S. No, she, and talking about, you know, do they play soccer? And afterward, no, we use that verb, which is well. Just remember that, like I mentioned before, not all of the adverbs have the ending. No, we're not going to say welly. No, it's just well. Well, it's incorrect. No, we don't say it that way. All right. So, where is the verb? It's here, obviously describing something. And afterwards, it's the adverb of manner. They never go between the verb and its object. This is the verb, this is the object. They never go there. Could you read this sentence, please, Rodrigo?
Nick plays well soccer.
Yes. We don't say it that way because an action is always going to describe something, right? It could be this object, could be, I don't know, a thing, an action, I don't know, sport, whatever, even a person sometimes. So the adjective doesn't go between the object and the verb. So putting this adverb here, it's incorrect. Nick plays soccer well, it's correct. Nick plays well soccer, it's incorrect. All right, it's always going to go after the verb and after its object, right? Whatever is receiving the action, after that goes the adjective, usually. All right, usually, it's not a rule. It's not a general rule, usually. All right, any questions so far?
In which cases the adverb is before the verb?
After. Before means here. After is here.
Yes. In which cases the adverb will be before the verb?
Yes. No.
In which
Before
cases?
is, no, it never goes before. Well, it does. Sorry, it does. It really depends of the context. It really depends. If you have a lot of information down here, maybe if the sentence is not ending and you have more information, you are connecting with other ideas, it could go here, right? But if the idea just is something like that, it could just go at the end, and with that you're closing the idea. However, if you're going to keep talking about something else, it doesn't sound correct, right? Because you're connecting and maybe you're describing more things about this. But this is the simple use of adverbs, right? Usually goes after the verb, usually, not always. Like I mentioned, it's not a rule, no? But never between the verb and the object that it's receiving the action, never. All right, let's see a little bit more. I'm not sure, Fabiana, if you're there. Could you let us know? Okay, most
Yes,
adverbs.
teacher, I can listen.
All right, good. So again, most of the adverbs is not a rule of adverbs of manner, right? We're seeing adverbs of manner. And in ly, most of them, but not all of them, right? Fabiana, could you read this sentence, please? Fabiana? Okay, Rodrigo, could you read this sentence, please?
He decided quickly.
Yes. So we have the ending, right? Quickly. But some adverbs of manner do not end in ly. Could you read this one too, Rodrigo?
He did well.
Excellent. So we don't add the ending here. Even when we have the L, we don't add it. And some adverbs of manner have the same form as adjectives, just some of them. Let's read this example, Rodrigo.
He was a hard worker. He worked hard.
Excellent. So in the first sentence, what is this word describing, Rodrigo?
Hard.
Yes. What is hard describing in this first sentence? He was a hard worker.
It's
Is describing Anita? Is describing Fabiana? Is describing me? Is describing a cat? What is describing this hard?
is describing in this sentence is describing here.
Exactly, yes. That it could be Andres, Marcelo, anyone, no, it's a he. What is describing in the second sentence? He worked hard.
The same person to him.
Pay attention to it again. Read it one more time. He worked hard.
Oh, and no, hard is it's not describing.
Him. What is
Or
describing?
he is described to verb worked.
Exactly. It's describing the verb, ready action, no? Like
Yes.
how did he work? We could ask, no? He worked hard. No, it's describing the action. Obviously, he's doing both, right? But here, hard is acting directly on him. And here, hard is describing on the action, on his performance, right? So that's the main difference. That's the main difference between both of them. In this example, we can sometimes, no, some adverbs of manner have the same form as adjectives, just sometimes, all right? It's not always. So that's how we can put them different, no? After the person, no? And then in the other one, after the action, no? In the adjective. All right, so let me see, I think that's all, guys. Yes, that's all. So any questions before we continue practicing? Okay, so I'll share this exercise. All right. So you're going to mention, hopefully Fabiana can fix her internet. I'm sharing this through the chat. Rodrigo, your screen, please. And let's try to do matching, no? Happy, what's their match? Probably happily, no? So let's start. Any questions? Fabiana, are you there? Just fix your internet. Share the screen, please, Rodrigo. And let's see. Is Fabiana sharing? Wow, you're there, Fabiana. Am I right?
No, I am sharing.
Oh, okay. So Fabiana, what's going on? Okay, let's do some matching, Rodrigo.
Okay. Beautiful, beautifully. The heart is hard. Okay. Um, happy is happily. Mm.
Loud
Slow.
is loudly.
Okay. The load is slowly.
Easy is easy.
Quiet, quietly.
Quickly,
Quickly.
badly.
Badly. Careful. Careful.
It's careful. Good is well.
Yes. Fast is fast.
Great job, guys. Let me share the other exercise. We're going to try to finish in this like last 9 minutes. sorry, it's not opening. 1 second, please. All right. So where is it, guys? Maybe I'm not sure if Fabiana. Oh, sorry. Fabiana can share their screen. Maybe Rodrigo. It's a better option right now. So this is the exercise. Again, some adverbs of manner. We're gonna try to put them in the sentence correctly. And that's all, guys. So we just have to find the adverb that makes more sense in these 9 sentences, all right? Any questions?
No.
Okay, great. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Maybe Rodrigo or Fabiana can share it.
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Ok. Rodri, puedes empezar.
Okay. They had a very good time. They play hopscotch well, maybe.
Well,
Yes.
okay. Jenny thought the exam wasn't difficult to all, so she answered all the questions easily. Rodri?
Mm, maybe in the second, quickly, it's possible to.
Yes, I think easily because in the first part of sentences says talk about the difficult.
Mm,
I
yes.
don't know.
Okay.
Maybe we could change.
Yes. They didn't win the race because they ran very I don't know.
Maybe slowly.
I
They
don't
didn't
know.
win. They didn't win the race because they ran very slowly.
Yes, yes, I believe that. Slowly.
I don't know. Quickly.
Mm, yes, or angrily.
Honestly. What's the meaning of I don't remember.
Um, um, upset is like angry, no? So because I think that angrily is possible. Okay, she didn't want to make any mistakes, so she wrote all the answer uh, quickly.
I think it's carefully. Mm, because she didn't make any mistake.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Okay, I write quickly. Daddy was exhausted by everyone very sleepily and went to bed. Seven.
That famous chef cooks very um, mm, very happily, very happily. His dishes are delicious.
Or very well.
Maybe.
Write happily or well.
Mm, happily.
All right, 1 minute left, guys.
Number 8.
Right, guys.
And eight, maybe it's quickly. No, in the nine, I don't think that happily is correct. I think that is slowly.
All right, maybe we can review. Let's go to the first sentence. What do you have?
Careful.
Can you go up? Number 1, Rodrigo?
The number one, they had a very good time. They play hopscotch well.
Yeah, it was happily.
It's happily.
Yeah, the first one. No, they played like happily the game. No, it was a very good time. They already describing the time. Number 2, you have correct. Easily, slowly, angrily. It's correct. Carefully, sleepily. Can you go down, please? Number 8 was the other one, was quickly. And oh, it was actually 8 and 9 was quickly. I'm not sure why. Oh, no, sorry. Number 9 was quietly. Number 9 was quietly and quickly was number 8. I didn't want to miss the train, so I walked to the train station very quickly. No, I didn't want to miss it. That's why I was quick. And her dad was sleeping and she didn't want to wake him up. So she opened the door quietly, no? So it doesn't make any noise. Okay, so any questions, guys? I know we haven't had a lot of time to practice the second part, but it's not a really difficult topic. Now we just have to understand the logic and the similarities with adjectives. Okay, so if there is any question, please let me know. I'm launching today's polls. I'm going to write your names. Students have missed today's class. Just remember, so that's September 1st already, guys. Oh no. Just remember today, we're starting in September. So if you miss class at any moment, remember you just have 3 per month, right? I believe. You can review the information one more time. Okay, so thank you very much, guys. Is there any question? All right. Obviously, this is not to be the last topic. Of if there are some words that you don't know, no, that's just, it gets with practice. Okay, see you on tomorrow's calls. Have a good one. Take care.
Okay, see you tomorrow.
Bye, guys. Bye.